I know you still got a couple games left, but you guys just clinched your eighth playoff berth in your 9 years here. Just what does that mean to you to be going back to the playoffs year after year like this?
Oh, well, it's a blessing. I don't know what happened that one year we didn't, but it's been to be out to be back in the playoffs. It's great. It's huge. It gives us a chance to try to do what we want to do, and that's win the Super Bowl and try to bring another Super Bowl back home to Seattle. I think that it's been a crazy year just to think about everything that we've had to go through with COVID and the whole process of everything, the daily testing, just Zoom calls, and it's been a challenging season, and to be able to come to this point where we know that we have another chance to keep going is a huge deal, and it's definitely a blessing for sure. I'm grateful to be able to be back in the playoffs again. Something that you can't take for granted. There's some of the greatest players to play. You've never been to a Super Bowl, never won a Super Bowl, or never even been in the playoffs sometimes, and I think that's to be able to go back, and it's definitely a blessing. It's a testament to our team as a whole.
Greg Bell.
Hi, Russ. You started out the season, of course, throwing it all over the yard, big plays, holding on the ball, long developing plays. And today you come in and do exactly the opposite. What did that tell you and your offense on your ability to be multidimensional and to change whatever what the defense, what you have to do to beat the defense?
Well, I think that we can do a lot of different things. I think to be able to obviously throw the ball downfield. We almost had that one with Swain, that deep go ball. He made a great catch, and that would have been a huge touchdown play there. He almost just barely didn't get his foot in on that one. Hollister did an amazing job on his route getting into the end zone. That was a great route by him, and a great call and everything else. And so those were great plays. And I think the reality is obviously they have a great pass rush. We were able to run the ball extremely well in our running game today. That's always a great thing when we can run it that way. Chris and Carlos. I mean, think about starting the second half with that 55-yard touchdown run. That was huge by him. Chris had some really tough runs. To see him back fully healthy, running the ball the way he was, that's exciting. He caught the ball well too today. And then I was able to run a few too as well, and scamper out and make some plays. I think what we need to do is we need to be what we hope that we can do is do it all together. If we can run the ball the way we are, and also throw the ball down the field, and also throw it quick, which obviously we can throw it down the field, and obviously we can throw it quick too as well. When we marry all those things up together, that's going to be a really great thing. And I think that that's going to make us a really tough offense. I think we've obviously been tough all year. Been one of the top offenses in the league. Been great in the red zone. Been great in explosive plays and everything else. And so every game, like I said to you guys before, every game has its own history, and whatever. The only thing that matters is that we win, and I think that's a great thing about today.
Corbin.
Hey, Russ, obviously it was tough sledding at times today, but as you mentioned, this pass rush, they have been devouring quarterbacks, especially the last 4 or 5 games. They've been getting sacks in bunches. What does it say about this line with some of the injuries you had, Brandon Shell not being in there today, to only be hit 3 times the entire game? What does that say about this group?
Well, I thought the offensive line, they were great all day. It starts with Dwayne Brown, what he can do at the left tackle position. He's the best in the business, I say, and it's really true. It shows up every week. I really thought Simmons had to step in for Big Mike, and he did a really good job against a talented, defensive front, interior front. Obviously Ethan Posick has been tremendous for us. We had those first several games where, first 5, 6, 7 games or whatever it was, where Ethan was in there and playing great, and obviously having that starting center really helps, and he's been great all year for us when he's been in there, and that's been huge for us. D. Lou, I think he's one of the best right guards in the game. Despite him being a rookie, he's really stepped up. He's brought it all the way from LSU, I guess, and that national championship caliber play. But he's been really great for us, and I think Sed stepped up today. To go against some great defensive ends, and for us to not have any sacks, that's a big deal. And and the great thing is we can always get better too as a collective team, and that's the exciting part about the season.
Bob.
Yeah, Russ, you had the one really big long run today. It looked like you were almost surprised how wide open in the field you were there. Just being able to get what did you see on that play that allowed that to sort of happen that way? Were they keying on other things? Or?
Well, I had to move a little bit. As play action, I had to move a little bit and kind of slide. I was kind of have Tyler coming across the field there, I think, on that play. I believe that was that same play, and so I saw Tyler coming across the field, but I had to move and just kind of started running upfield. And I kind of felt the corner outside the corner of my eye, and just kind of made one juke move and got outside of him, and then try to get as much as we could and get out of bounds without taking a hit or anything like that. But I think we run it. I've been able to run it well here in DC for some reason over the years. So that was a good play just for us, and I think we ended up scoring that drive. I can't remember or not, but I'm pretty sure we did.
Michael Sean.
Hey Russ, do you get a feel for how excited some of your teammates are to be like in the postseason for the first time because like Jamal or some other guys on the team?
Yeah, I mean it's been exciting in the locker room. It's going crazy in there. Just guys are really fired up. Jamal's, he's in the locker right next to me, him and Diggs, and we were just talking about it. Just you can't take these things for granted. Every time you get to the playoffs, it's a great opportunity. And Jamal is super fired up to be here, and he's been tremendous for us all year, obviously. In my opinion, I think he's one of the top defensive players of the years, and and then you think about the consistency that we've been able to have with guys like KJ and Bobby and myself, and ever since Dwayne's been here, he's been great for us. But I think it's an exciting thing. You think about all the rookies. You think about the rookies that haven't ever been to the playoffs. Maybe they've played in the bowl game or whatever, but NFL playoff football is a real deal.
Art, and then we'll wrap up with Jackie.
Russ, you mentioned the long incompletion of Swain. You went downfield, but it looks like defenses are going to try to deny the deep routes and the explosive plays. Is that going to be a fact of life moving forward that you're comfortable with?
Yeah, I mean, I think for us, we can always do some great things. Whether if it's throwing it quick, throwing it deep, throwing it mid-range. I think all the things that we were able to do, it makes it really difficult for a defense, and that's why we've been special. I think over the years and over time, I don't think it's a new thing that I can throw deep. I think people have known for a while, Art, but we still find ways to do it, and I think that I think it's been fun. Just having such great players and being around such great teammates. I mean, it's not about me; it's about us. It's about what we can do, how we can continue to grow, and I think it's been really exciting what we've been able to do the past 2 weeks in particular.
Hey Russ, I know he didn't get a ton of touches, but what did you think of Rashad Penny finally getting back in the game after being out for so long?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. I got to talk to Penny in the locker room, Rashad, and just all the things he's gone through, and just to battle, to get injured, and I think that to be able to be healthy again, to play football. I mean, for a lot of people, the reality is it's. I think for fans and everything else, everybody loves us and cares for us and all that. But this is our lifestyle. This is everything that we think about every day for the most part. This is what we prepare to do. This is our job, and it's a blessing to have this job. And if you think about, Penny, guy who was first-round pick, great player, and had a really exciting year, last year and all that until he got injured. And, he's been a great player, and he's come back with vengeance. He's come back with great work ethic. He's come back. He's always had that work ethic, and he's come back with that mentality to be great. And it's cool to have, such great players, around you. You always want, guys like, Chris Carson and Carlos. And then, obviously it was disappointing to see DJ go down today. But, to have Penny come back in this stretch here, run of the last couple games in the playoffs, it's a big deal. And so I'm happy for him. It's all the hard work, all the months, all the days, all the early mornings, late nights, all the stress that you have to take on, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. It's a real thing, and he's been great at it, and so I'm really excited for him, for sure.
Thank you, Russell.
Is that it? Okay. Go Hawks. Appreciate you guys.